शाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे थैंक यू सो मच
Hare Krishna. So we will continue to read and discuss from the Srimad Bhagavatam. We had just begun the 8th chapter of the second canto, which is entitled Questions by Parishit Maharaj. So after hearing the discourse, the discussion between Brahmaji and Narad Muni regarding the creation, Parishit Maharaj inquires, in fact, he inspires Sukadeva Goswami to speak the glories of the Supreme Lord. And in the first three verses, he wanted to know more about the preaching expeditions of Narad Muni. And in the last verse, he said that please continue narrating Srimad Bhagavatam so that I can place my mind upon the Supreme Soul, Lord Krishna, and being completely free from material qualities, thus relinquish this body. Fourth verse, very beautiful verse, the verse to memorize. This is the verse that we should all memorize. Very beautiful verse. Shanvata Shraddhaya Nityam Granatascha Swacheshtita Kalena Nati Dirghena Bhagavan Vishate Hridhi. So how one has to hear? With faith. Shanvatam Shraddhaya. Shraddhaya means with, Prabhupada says, earnestness. And how one has to hear? It is Nityam, without interval. So two aspects of hearing. One is without interruption, that is Nityam. And the most important thing is with veneration and faith. We must have faith. And what is Grihanitas is acceptance. One must have unqualified acceptance. And how one can say one has acceptance? When one is making swacheshtita. Cheshta means endeavor. And swacheshta means one's own endeavor. With all earnestness, with all sincerity. So one has to take to this process of hearing with faith, without interruption or interval. And what it means to have faith, that one is applying, or one is accepting the subject matter. How is accepting the subject matter? By making the earnest endeavor to apply it. So when one is making an effort in this way, Shanvatam Shraddhaya Nityam Grihnatascha Swacheshtita Kalena Nati Dirghena. Kalena means the duration of time. And Dirghena means long time. And na-ati means that which is not prolonged. That which is not prolonged means what? That is which is short, that which is the instant. So what is na-ati dirghena? Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Vishate. He manifests where? Hidi. Hidi means in the heart. So when one is hearing with faith and with uninterruption, and one is accepting the subject matter by applying it in one's life, making full endeavor. So such an endeavor is results that without delay, that would be the right interpretation, that without delay, na kalena na ati dirghena. Without any further delay, the Supreme Lord manifests within the heart. Persons who hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly and are always taking the matter very seriously will have the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna manifest in their hearts within a short time. Shanvatam Shraddhaya Nityam Pranatascha Swacheshtita Kalena Nati Dirghena Bhagavan Vishate Hriday. Who will recite? Recite. 3-4 times recite, automatically it will come into your memory. Yes, Ramya, bole.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। शृण्वत श्रद्धया नित्यं गृह्णन्तश्च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन
Granatas means that taking the matter very seriously, accepting it, applying it. Granatas swacheshtita. Okay? Shanvatam shraddhaya nityam granatascha swacheshtita kalena nati dirghena Bhagavan vishate hriday. Recite.
शृण्वत श्रद्धया नित्यं गृह्णन्तश्च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि।
Yes. Next. सोच क्या रहे हो? बोलो, सबको याद करना।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
बोलिए प्रियंका।
शृण्वत श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतश्च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि।
Yes. Very beautiful verse. How you have to hear? You have to hear with faith and with continuity. Nityam. Shanvatam means it has to be Nityam. And with faith. And how it has to be done? Granatascha swacheshtita. Cheshta is required. Cheshta means endeavor. Effort is required. Without effort, there will not be any result. And if the effort is correct, if it is accurate, then kalena nati dirghena. It is within a short span of time. Bhagavan vishate hriday. Very beautiful verse. And this is a promise or aspiration which we should all have in our heart. Is kalena nati dirghena Bhagavan vishate. The Supreme Lord will manifest in the heart. Bolo, Manoram.
श्रीनवता श्रद्धया नित्यं गृह्णताश्च सचेष्टितं कालेन न अतिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि।
Yes. Purushottam.
श्रवणं श्रवता
Shanvatam.
श्रवतां सिद्ध्या नित्यं गृह्णतश्च सचेष्टिताम्
Grahanatas. Grahan means to accept, to apply, to make it a part of our. Granatas swacheshtita.
कालेन न कालेन नाति दीर्घेन भगवान विशते हृदि
Again.
शिवता सिद्ध्या नित्यम
Shranvataha. Shranvataha.
शृण्वता
Yeah.
शृण्वता सिद्ध्या नित्यम गृणतश्च स्वचेष्टितम कालेन नाति दीर्घेन भगवान विशते हृदि
Yes, Bhagavan Vashate Hriday. He resides in the heart. He is of course there in the heart. So he manifests. प्रकट हो जाते हैं. अभी क्या है? अप्रकट है. प्रदीप.
शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतश्च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि
दयाशील.
शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतस्य स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि
रविंदर.
शृण्वतां श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतश्च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
क्या बात है? बिना देखे बोल रहे हो क्या?
जी बोल.
वेरी गुड. एक बार और बोलो. वेरी गुड.
शृण्वतां श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतश्च
स्वचेष्टितम्.
स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
वेरी गुड. और किसको याद हो गए? रम्या. बिना देखे बोलो. Unmute. Unmute and decide. बोलो रम्या.
हरे कृष्ण शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्या गृणतश्च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि
Very good. Very simple. Very natural. Yes, Priyanka.
शृण्वतां श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतस्य स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेण भगवान् विशते हृदि.
Good. Very good. पुरुषोत्तम.
श्रीमान
क्या सुन रहे हो यार? क्या सुन रहे हो? कम से कम रिकॉर्ड करते. श्रृण्वता. श्रृण्वता.
शृण्वता सिद्ध्या नित्यं
गृहणतश्चेष्टिता
चेष्टिता कालेनातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
ठीक है. प्रदीप.
शृण्वता शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्यं ग्रहणश्च च चेष्टितं कालेन अतिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
Okay. So Krishna will manifest. This is who is speaking? Who is speaking this verse? कौन बोल रहा है ये verse? This is what he is applying. That is Parikshit Maharaj. This is how he is hearing. He is hearing with full faith and with full attention. Persons who hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly, Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya, and are always taking the matter very seriously. How it means, what it means to make it seriously? When one is applying. Will have the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna manifested in their hearts within a short time. You remember the statement Srila Prabhupada made in the first canto? What was the statement? Who remembers what Srila Prabhupada says? One can see Krishna face to face. Where? Very revolutionary statement Srila Prabhupada made. We discussed that. भूल गए? One can see Krishna face to face on every page of Srimad Bhagavatam. Who? One who is taking the matter very seriously. Grantha Rupe Bhagavate Krishna Avatar. Cheap devotees or materialistic devotees of the Lord are very much desirous to see the Lord personally without meeting the requisite qualifications. Prabhupada is hammering. Prabhupada is using the word cheap and materialistic. For devotees, both are not applicable. Neither the devotee is cheap, nor he can be materialistic. That means one who is not a devotee, who is a pseudo devotee, who is a devotee in shown. Such persons are desirous to see the Lord personally without meeting the requisite qualifications. Such third grade devotees should know well that material attachment and seeing the Lord face to face cannot go together. Material attachment and seeing the Lord face to face cannot go together. Any else example that you can remember Srila Prabhupada gives that cannot go together? What are the other examples Srila Prabhupada gives? Like here he's saying that material attachment and seeing the Lord face to face cannot go together. What cannot coexist? And you cannot mix oil with water. Water cannot be mixed with oil. It will remain separate. It will remain distinct. Similarly, one who has material attachment, he cannot have any spiritual progress or elevation. It is not such a mechanical process that the professional Bhagavatam reciters can do the job on behalf of the third grade materialistic pseudo devotee. The professional men are useless in this connection because they are neither self-realized nor interested in the liberation of the audience. They are simply interested in maintaining the material establishment of family attachments and earning some material benefits out of the profession. Maharaj Parikshit had no more than 7 days to live. But for others, Maharaj Parikshit personally recommends that one hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly, Nityam, always by one's effort and with serious devotion also. That will help one to see the Lord Shri Krishna manifested in one's heart within no time. The pseudo devotee, however, is very anxious to see the Lord according to his whims and not making any serious effort to hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly with detachment from the material benefit. This is what it means. One has to hear with faith and Granata Sāci-Sutā. One has to make special endeavor. And what is that endeavor? Is detachment. Detachment from materialistic people and from material benefits. That is not the way recommended by an authority like Maharaj Parikshit, who heard and benefited by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. One more time. Who will recite without seeing the verse? Pradeep?
शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतश्च च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
Yes, good. Purushottam?
शृण्वतां शुद्ध्या नित्यं गृण गृणश्च
Grihanatascha
चेष्टिताम्
svacheshta. Grahan. Grahan means to accept.
घृणतश्च सचेष्टितां कालेनातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
Manoram Prabhu?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी।
Hare Krishna.
श्रीनवत श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतश्च सचेष्टितं कालेन न अतिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि।
Priyanka?
शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्यं सुचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेण भगवान् विशते हृदि.
Okay, have you prepared your shloka book? I told you long back when we started Srimad Bhagavatam that you should have a separate shloka book. But the important shlokas that you please write. Write, revise, repeat. Dayāśīl?
शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्यं गृणतश्च स्वचेष्टितं कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
Ramya?
She's coming, Prabhuji.
Okay. Ravindra Prabhu?
शृण्वता श्रद्धया नित्यं घृणतश्च स्वचेष्टिता कालेन नातिदीर्घेन भगवान् विशते हृदि.
Very good. Thank you. So this verse is a part of our daily recitation. अगर रोज श्रीमद् भागवतम नहीं भी पढ़ पा रहे हैं तो कम से कम ये श्लोक आप दोहराइए दिन में 3 बार. And we should have the aspiration to Shanvatam Shraddhaya Nityam. And why we are having Shanvatam Shraddhaya Nityam? Grinatasya Svacheshtitam. Then what will be the effect? That is for Krishna to do. We should be doing our part. Shanvata Shraddhaya Nityam Grinatasya Svacheshtitam. Go to the next verse. Very beautiful verse. Pravishtakarnarandrena swanam bhava saroruham dhunoti shamalam krishna salilasya yatha sharat. Very beautiful verse. Another verse to memorize. Pravishtakarnarandrena swanam bhava saroruham dhunoti shamalam krishna Salilasya yatha sharat. Repeat. पढ़ के बोलो.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी.
Yes, बोलिए please.
प्रविष्ट कर्णरन्ध्रेण स्वानं भावसरोरुहं धुनोति समलं कृष्ण सलिलस्य यथा सरत्.
Yeah. So what this Bhagavatam will do? It will pravishta karna randhrena. How it will enter? It will not enter directly into the heart. It enters through the karna randhrena. Karna means the ears and the holes which are there in the ears, the openings which are there in the ears. And how it will enter into the ear? According to Swanam Bhava, according to one's own position. To the extent one is inclined or one is advanced. And it will Bhava Saroruham. Bhava means Bhava means the material existence. Or here Prabhupada is saying the constitutional relationship. And it will blossom. That constitutional position will blossom. Or it will manifest like Saroruham, like the lotus flower. When the lotus flower blossoms, when the first ray of the sun opens up. So similarly, when this sound vibration will enter to the ear holes and it will enter into the heart, what will manifest? The lotus of our heart will manifest. And dhunoti shamalam. Dhunoti means like vidhunoti shuhit sitam. Vidhunoti means to cleanse. Dhunoti also means to cleanse. What it will cleanse? Shamalam. Shamalam means the contaminations. What will be cleansed? What will be cleared up is the contamination which is there in the heart. Prabhupada is writing that lust, anger, avarice, hankering, lust, anger, greed, illusion, hankering, avarice, it will all be removed. So all the misgivings or all the dirty things which are there in the heart, it will be dhunoti, it will be cleansed. And Krishna will manifest like Salilasya Yatha Sharad. Salila means the reservoir of water, or it also Salila also means the river. Like the rivers are cleansed. How the river is cleansed? By the falling of the autumn rains. Srimad Bhagavatam, the sound incarnation of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Soul, enters into the heart of a self-realized devotee, sits on the lotus flower of his loving relationship, and thus cleanses the dust of material association, such as lust, anger, and hankering. And thus it acts like an autumnal rain upon the pool of muddy water. So this is a analogy which is given that if you want to cleanse the river, how the river gets cleansed? When there is rain. When there is rain from the sky, the water which is stagnant, or which becomes, how that water becomes contaminated? When it is stagnant, when it is not flowing. You keep water in a container, what happens? After some time it becomes contaminated. And water that is flowing, it remains fresh. It is not contaminated. So how the contamination is being removed? The example is given here by the falling of the rains, by the autumnal rains. So this autumnal rain is like the constant hearing of the Srimad Bhagavatam. One who is constantly hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. It is said that a single pure devotee of the Lord can deliver all the fallen souls of the world. Very powerful statement. I had prepared this statement today. I couldn't speak. I didn't get the opportunity. Mahaprabhu's each and every associate is empowered to deliver and transform the entire material creation. Very beautiful verse I had in the morning noted from Chaitanya Bhagavat. It says, तुम्हारे आज्ञा एक एक सेवक तुम अनंत ब्रह्मांड पारे करिते उद्धार. that by your order, each and every one of your servant can deliver innumerable universes. That is the potency of power of each and every associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is what Srila Prabhupada is opening the purport with saying that a single pure devotee of the Lord can deliver all the fallen souls of the world. There's one who is actually in the confidence of a pure devotee like Narada or Sukdev Goswami, and thus is empowered by one's spiritual master. Very important. How is this potency manifesting? By the empowerment of spiritual master. As Narad was by Brahmaji, can not only deliver himself from the clutches of Maya or illusion, but can deliver the whole world by his pure and empowered devotional strength. The comparison of the autumnal rain that falls on muddy reservoirs of water is very appropriate. During the rainy seasons, all the waters of the rivers becomes muddy. You see, all the dirt which flows from the ground and it gets deposited in the rivers. So the rivers become contaminated. So how to clean the rivers? It is by the falling of the rains as the rainwater falls. But in the month of September, October, during the autumn season, when there is a slight rainfall, the muddy waters of the rivers all over the world becomes at once clear. By addition of some chemical, a small reservoir of water like that of a metropolitan net waterworks tank can be cleared. But by such a tiny effort, it is not possible to clear up all the reservoirs of water like the rivers. A powerful, pure devotee of the Lord, however, can deliver not only his personal self, but also many others in his association. In other words, the cleansing of the polluted heart by other methods like the culture of empiric knowledge or mystic gymnastics. It is jnana and yoga. Can simply cleanse one's own heart. But devotional service to the Lord is so powerful that it can cleanse the heart of the people in general. By the devotional service of the pure, empowered devotee, a true representative of the Lord like Narad Sukdev Goswami, Lord Chaitanya, the six Goswamis, and later Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, etc., can deliver all people by their empowered devotional service. By sincere efforts to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, one realizes his constitutional relationship with the Lord in the transcendental humor of servitude, friendship, paternal affection, or conjugal love. And by such self-realization, one becomes situated at once in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Not only were all the pure devotees like Narad's self-realized souls, but they were engaged in preaching were automatically by spiritual impetus. And thus they delivered many poor souls entangled in the material modes. They became so powerful because they sincerely followed the Bhagavatam principles by regularly hearing and worshipping. By such associations of the accumulated material lust, etc., becomes cleansed by the personal endeavor of the Lord within the heart. The Lord is always within the heart of the living being, but he becomes manifest by one's devotional service. Purification of the heart by culture of knowledge or mystic yoga can be all right for a time being for an individual person, when it is like the cleansing of a small quantity of stagnant water by chemical process. Such clarification of water will stand for the time being and sediments settle down. But by slight agitation, everything becomes muddy. You have seen many times dirty water. After just a period of time, it will settle down and it will start to look that it has got cleansed. But little bit of agitation, it becomes contaminated again. But by single slight agitation of everything becomes muddy. The idea is that devotional service to the Lord is the only method of cleansing the heart for good. Whereas other methods may be superficially good for the time being, there is a risk of becoming muddy again due to agitation of the mind. Devotional service to the Lord with specific attention to hearing Srimad Bhagavatam regularly and always is the best recommended method for liberation from the clutches of illusion. Pravishta karnarandrena swanam bhava saroruham dhunoti shamalam krishna salilasya yathashara. Hare Krishna. Well, stop here. Very, very nectarine verse. Both the verses are glorifying the process of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. The extraordinary benefit that one gets by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. So I'll stop here. From your side, if there is any question or contribution, please proceed. No questions, no discussion. Okay, tomorrow I won't be able to give the class because day after tomorrow I have Bhagavatam class in our temple. So I will most likely prepare, and tomorrow also is the Pran Pratishtha in Gurgaon temple. So I will be going there tomorrow. And you have seen the benefit. These are the most glorious benefits of regularly hearing, chanting, reading, writing, sharing. So please continue it with full vigor and conviction. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.